Hey y'all, what's going on? So hopefully I'm not doing the little shit. Y'all know that whatever. Listen, y'all, this is going to be. Well, let me say this for my loves who, yeah, I got some loves who don't like it when things are put together. This is one of those. It's just one of those. This is the way I'm feeling today. So I apologize ahead of time, and it's just what I wanted to do, and I'm doing it. I really don't apologize, but hopefully you're not that unhappy. Anywho, y'all, this will be in no particular order. This is the whole smash up of the Sunday Atlanta get down. Like, that's the best way for me to say it. A mixture of Married to Medicine, the Fashion Queens, honey. Okay. Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me correct that. Just keeping in with my theme. And that whole, spiel or whatever. So let's see, where do we want to start? Let's start with, let's go ahead and get the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know, whole reunion shit done. Can I just say this? Listen, I didn't put my, y'all wait a minute, because I'm going to need these in a bit. Hold, please. Let me just say this. Andy, you drug this shit out here. For what? No wonder Phaedra was sitting at the end of that damn couch looking like she was getting ready to go into labor. At one point, it was like, oh God, would this bitch stop asking questions? Like, I can't. Three. Anywho, so let's get into it. And y'all, I'm only gonna talk about what's pertinent because the shit was really boring as hell. And that includes when they, brought in the man and this and that and other. And can I just say this, Uncle Ben, let me just talk to you for a minute, bitch. Because I got a pan of boiling water with some salt already in it. And just to show you how much I'm caring about you, bitch, I put a dollop of butter in that shit. Because I am so sick of your bald-headed ass coming for women on the show. Like, I can't with you. You so motherfucking quick and easy to come at a woman and have, you get into women's shit. If you want to address a lady, honey, all you had to do was look to your side and talk to Apollo. Okay. I'm just sick of you addressing people and this and that and other. I would never address you. And I'm going to tell you something else, which I guess, well, she didn't have no husband or whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how to do it. And I know you're in Atlanta. You kind of in the South. You are in the South, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. You would never check me. Like, you would never check me, boo. First of all, I would check you at the motherfucking door. But my husband would handle you verbally. Not saying that he would put hands on your bald-headed ass because it's so hard to fight rice. I'm saying that what is this whole thing with you arguing with women all the motherfucking time? Like, bitch, please. You got stuff to say. You taking up for Walter, this and that and other. Bitch, if you don't get his nuts out of your hand, you better sit the fuck down somewhere and back the fuck back, bitch. You up there repping for a motherfucker who ain't there. Like, really? You seem to me the one that's trying to be relevant. Ever since you've been on the show, your shit been faulty. Like, I can't with you. Oh, y'all, he just tried it with me. Anywho, I just had to address him. And another thing, and let me say this, Cynthia, yes, you look regal. You was the best looking one up there. And Andy, the late show, they tried it, honey, for how they voted. I guess they voted for Portia because she was on there. Now, Portia did look absolutely gorgeous. And as far as, well, I can't even say, she was giving face. She looked pretty in her dress, everything. And she came to read a little bit. Okay. But, child, hands down, for those who voted, y'all killing me with that because Cynthia just stole that whole stage. Like, but it's a matter of opinion. But I will say, to me, out of all of them, when it comes down to who looked the prettiest and this and that and other, y'all know I'm all over the place. It would be between Cynthia and Portia because Portia was giving you mug and, just giving it to you. Now, I wasn't necessarily a fan of the bottom half of the dress, the shirt and all of that, but the top half and the way it was layered and cut, it just looked absolutely fabulous on her. But Cynthia by far was giving you everything you needed. Anywho. So, okay, let me go back. Okay, so That was the part where Andy, first of all, he come in talking about, y'all was awful nice to Kim and this, that, and other. Andy, you are shady boots. You are shady boots, honey. But I guess you the queen who signs the motherfucking checks. So they let you sit up there and be shady and they pay it or whatever. But bitch, I'm telling you, I would be in the motherfucking soup lab, bitch, because you would never come for me for the way and I like you, Andy. But I would just have to check you at the door. We would just girl, bitch. That would be that would be the extent of our shit. Some conversations just call for, oh girl, bitch, lies. No, bitch. Have you ever had one? Okay, bitch. Like, girl, bitch. Bitch. That's just it. Anywho, so he talks about that. Nene goes into, well, what else could I say to Kim? She knows and this and that and other. I've said all I have to say to Kim or whatever. Then she reveals that Kim did send her a message. She read that on there and all of that. And I thought that was really, really nice because I do want to see Nene and Kim reconcile. I really get the sense that they miss each other. And I know that I feel like Kim misses it and I feel like Nene misses it too. So that was that shit. Then Andy brought up and feeling her hair and then Nene was like, whoo. Everybody was like, oh Lord, child, you still don't know what weave is. Okay. The front point was her hair. As Puss in Boots said in the damn Fashion Queens, I think it was on last week, Derek, he said most of it was her hair. She just might have had just a little bit back in her. But I thought she looked great. However it went down, Miss Andy, honey, you would have loved to have trotted out there in that motherfucking green ensemble with any kind of titty hanging out of anything. So, Andy, stop. Now, it's one thing to keep the shit going, but, ooh, you. Anywho, so now let's usher over into the shit came up about Walter and Kenya, and you already know it was said that Miss Kenya had asked Walter to be her boyfriend or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all and tell y'all that I really do believe Kenya did ask him at a point. I think somewhere in there they was bumping or doing something. They had a lesbian relationship. I don't know, but okay. But I do think it's some truth to both, both sides or whatever. Now, everybody on there was kind of like, honey, we don't believe it and shit. Everybody from when she got on there, it seemed strange. In Kenya, it did seem strange. And girl, I'm going to need you. Listen, Lawrence, while you sitting on there with Puss in Boots, talking about what's this and that and other and what's a read and this and that and other. When the fuck are you going to get King together, honey? Because when did she read Boots? I'm trying to figure that out, honey. When are you going to get your Judy together, honey? Because she is not ready. She is ill prepared when it comes to the reading game, honey. Everybody on that stage has read her, bitch. And I do mean including the motherfucking cameraman and shit. The bitch who does the little black and white shit, like, I can't with you, Lawrence, honey, while you rapping for her. Get her to motherfucking together, please. Thank you. Now, Miss King is sitting up there saying, I'm sorry, he lied to me. I didn't know his age until then, until Aguila. Girl, you was a hot ass man. Girl, whatever. I just can't. So then this is when somewhere in there, the fellas come out and this and that and other. And y'all have never seen Nene's husband be this vocal and, kind of in the shit that's going on. And he wasn't totally shady, but he was like, at one point, defined relationship. And this and that and other. He had little bits and pieces to say, but for the most part, I think he kept it really, really cute and didn't get into women's shit like Mother Apollo and that motherfucking Uncle Ben got his bald-headed ass steady state coming for a woman. Like, really? Bitch, wasn't it just a few things ago, bitch, you was in a motherfucking kitchen cat show at the park? Oh, I was going to say, girl, lies, stop it. And Cynthia, you really need to check your husband, be like, really, coming for women like this and that and other. Now, some will say, well, Miss Kenya was coming for him, but she really didn't come for him like she could have. I think because of whatever little friendship that she has with Cynthia. But Peter, you was all the way out of pocket. And Miss Apollo, let me just get on to you, honey, because the real Kiki is that bitch, you wanted to sleep with her and she wanted to sleep with you. Now, Phaedra, you can keep taking solace in the fact that you believe in what Miss Apollo told you. But bitch, I believe they both wanted to do each other. They was equally messed up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go all the way back, bitch, run the tape back to when he was grabbing her ass and picking her up and shit, bitch. That was all the way out of pocket to the point where you had to come and unfold your ass in a whole motherfucking fishnet outfit that I felt was inappropriate to do in front of your friends' husbands and things. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was not appropriate. And girl, say what you want to say about Miss King, and she had you motherfucking pressed and upset to the point, bitch, your Southern Belle ass came all the way up out of your clothes and seen on that ass. Now, you know, do that lip shit and all that stuff. Girl, stop it. And y'all, I'm sorry if the volume is off or whatever. Just work with it. Turn your shit down so it don't sound distorted. Just pay it, honey. Pray about it. Okay, so that was that whole exchange. And then they going back and forth. And then Apollo said, if I would have tried to, I could have had you. Okay, ain't no doubt about that. I mean, my thing is, Phaedra, are you going to check him on that? And, bitch, I can't believe somewhere in your mind that you don't think that they smushed in some kind of way because he said he could have had her. Now, if she's a hoe and they going back and forth like that and she really wants him, honey, and he's texting back, bitch, you know he is. Like, you need to check Apollo. Now, I'm going to say this to you, Kenya, because I would have been there with the motherfucking fan out of your motherfucking hand and the hair off your head, bitch. You will never fucking text message a husband or nothing or whatever. You a disrespectful bitch on that. Now, Phaedra, I don't know. Girl, you gave her a pass, but I would have clenched your ass. Now, I'm not saying we would have had to go to hands. But, bitch, verbally, I would have thrashed you in such a way that you would have rethought that shit. So when I came back, bitch, I'd have felt like I gave you good enough motherfucking warning before I warmed your wig up. Like, I can't. You know, sharing text messages. However, when it was disrespectful. And so what, Phaedra, you called her a whore. Bitch, please, you and that motherfucking Candy run around with Kegel balls up in your coochie all the time, talking about having sex and lipping and lapping, and you gonna call somebody a hoe? Let me clear this up with you. Your motherfucking wife can be a hoe too, bitch. Now, if you want me to address and break that whole shit down and make and work that scenario out for you, I will. I will if you need it. Anybody need that, just drop it below and I'll do a whole nother video. All right. You know, so I don't want to hear that shit. You sit up here like, and that's why. And bitch, what is that? What is all that, bitch? The whole motherfucking time it's you. Bitch, what was you chewing, eating, breathing? What was you doing, bitch? I'm trying to figure that shit out. Like, I can't with you. Really? Okay, now let's move on along because I feel like I have addressed that long enough with you, Miss Phaedra. I'm done. Okay, so they have this exchange and Kenya's saying, you know, she's talking about he was gay, they had never been together. Apparently her package, you can't get it that easy. Now, Kenya, I don't know who you was trying to pass that off on, honey. Because, bitch, I do feel like you handing that ass out with coochie coupons now. Don't do it. You and them deviled eggs, honey, that's ticking and shit, don't do it. So then they like, well, if he's all that, he's gay, this and that, nothing, but you was trying to marry him. They did get you on that. Like, girl, everything you was saying was silly. And then you got up and twirled. And, bitch, was that an endorsement for that motherfucking Gone with the Wind Fabulous song? Bitch, that's only going to be motherfucking played at the ballroom? That is, no shade to the ballroom because I love the ballroom music and this and that and other, but that's it, girl. Was that a shameless plug? I'm Gone with the Wind, baby. Oh, girl. Moving on along. Now let's scoot over to Miss Candy. And they went through the whole shit, and Miss Nene went into her shade of saying, well, I think they meant to be together. They both short and they need love. Miss Nene, girl, you know. Sometimes you just say shit at the wrong time. And I live for you, Nene, but when you are wrong, honey, and you feel like your ass is Nene and you can shade anybody. Because, girl, you can get it too. And I heard tell that your sister, mm-hmm, wrote and said, how can I be her half sister when we got the same mother and this and that and other? I don't know, Nene, but just pull back on the shade, girl, because I think there's a storm that's about to come for you, and you might need that fan and shit that Kenya got and Candy got. So pull back on that, because you know, that was just maybe not the best thing to say. Like, I don't know. Anywho, so they showed Miss Candy and she's in love and the whole ring, and y'all know how I felt about that. I felt like Candy is able to buy whatever ring she wants to buy. She ain't got to wait on nobody. You know, she's not my favorite person, but I do admire her business savvy and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? The bitch went from singing to selling dicks and candy coated nights, and now she's trying to help motherfuckers who clearly don't need a CD, but we'll move forward. You know, and they show how her and old dude got together. He was like, he really didn't want to be on it. And then as he was talking, she was like, that's my boo, ain't that a girl? Y'all so new right now. I want to throw up, honey. I want to see you in about 5 years and see how new that shit is. But I do hope that it does work, because I love, listen, I love love, but I love the shit out of black love. It is what it is. Moving on along. Okay, let's see. What else happened? At some point, they moved on to Portia, and Portia read the whole motherfucking show. From season 1 to that, talking about, you know, she just let them all have it. This is me. I'm real. I'm so-and-so. And I have whatever she said. I have to give it to Portia. I agree with her 100%. She said, I didn't come on here being this way, and y'all didn't embrace me, or she felt like, I'll get that later. She felt like it was shade, and, you know, and how they was doing her, they could have supported her, and she went on to say she loved her husband and what she think of marriage, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? What I would say to you season-wise is to sit the fuck back on some things, but then on other things you can't say shit. But don't be trying to fuck it up for her. You know what I'm saying? Although, Portia, baby, and then to see you on, what was it, the Late Show, and I told y'all this was just gonna be a mixture of shit. That where in the hell, babe? Can I see the lighter? My cigarette went out. Anywho, never mind. Yes, y'all went down there and got my, yeah. Anywho, so y'all, Portia, baby, after all that speech, I really did feel bad for you. How about that? That's what I'm going to say, because like she said on the after show, the Late Show, I did put in everything. And girl, you have done all you can do. Now girl, I commend you, and you smarter than most people think, honey, because you in that house like, I wouldn't give a fuck, bitch, if you don't never like me. I'm going to still live according to the way I was living. And I'm staying here until we separated. Are you gone or we work this shit out? Are you buy me another place? So, you know, it's a hard situation for her. And I feel bad for her. I really do, because, you know, in the whole scheme of things, she really did want the shit to work. But this is why I say, now some people will give me flack and be like, every man is not gay. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm going to agree on that, you know. But I would say this. Some of the ladies who, you know what I'm saying, end up with these men on the low, if they would just open their motherfucking eyes, they could see this shit. The shit is visible. Now, I'm saying that the man is completely wrong in that situation, and I don't care what nobody say, honey. Miss Cordell is just that. You know what I'm saying? Miss Cordell, if you had any dick on you besides your own dick, bitch, you a gay motherfucking man. Now check up on that. It's simple as that. It's horrible that he has drug her down to this. Like, she went in there with her eyes open. She went in there wanting to, you know, she wanted to be that wife, because I believe that, though. I believe that she really wanted to be that, but she didn't see anything wrong with her having a little outside work or whatever, or having a nanny or whatever. He could afford her that. That didn't mean she loved her child any less. Cordell's just an asshole. That's it. So I say this, Miss Portia, I wish you the best. And I know that you're going to come out, you know what I'm saying, to the good in this. I know it hurts or whatever, but you'll be all right. I see her drawing strength from where she always got her strength from, because she has her roots, you know, in the Word and in the Father. So she will be all right. Miss Cordell, on the other hand, honey, you're going to have to listen. Honey, live your truth. That's what I'll say to you. Live your motherfucking truth. How about that? And for those who would say not every man who's this and that, sit the fuck down. Because I will get some motherfucking comments. Why everybody gotta be? Because that motherfucker got caught with dick on him that wasn't his. Was I there to see said dick? No, I wasn't. It is what it is, you know. In my opinion, my only opinion, and you have the right to yours. In my opinion, I feel like he's, you know, living a double life, that he's not living his truth, and it is what it is, and I'm entitled to that opinion, just like you're entitled to yours. So, you know, it is what it is. I got a couple of loves that kind of differ with that, and we still love each other, you know. But we agreed to disagree on that one. Now moving on along, so we addressed that, and then after Miss Portia said what she had to say, Miss Cynthia had to chime in, and she was like, well, are you gonna let me talk and this and that and other? As she was talking, you could even see Andy like, whoo, she done read us all up here today. What Miss Portia said was valid. And then Nene was like, honey, this couch, we paved the way for you to be on this couch. Now, again, I understood your point in saying that no one told you nothing. And you are the only true cast member that's still there. And I don't know if y'all see it, but honey, Nene is setting the stage for her exit. For real. To me, I think she is. I think she's moved on beyond this. You know what I'm saying? She wants something else or whatever. But I think that you all, whatever, why make it hard for the new housewife or whatever that's coming in? You know, and Portia was right about that. Why not embrace and help her? You know, and then Cynthia was like, well, nobody did it and my shit was bad. Well, girl, did nobody tell you to marry the motherfucking Rice King? Your motherfucking mama had everything but shirts and shit on, didn't want to give you the marriage license. You the one who wanted to marry Uncle Ben. Anyway, moving on along. Okay, now what else happened? What else is worth talking about, y'all? Miss Portia got up and sang. I thought she had a nice voice. You know, I really did. I thought she had a nice voice. I say kudos to her on that. We know that Miss Candice is gonna get married and whatever. Kudos on to everybody and whatever they doing, honey. I'm over it. But I will say this: I did kind of hear tell that apparently there's a young lady right now who apparently was friends with Miss Phaedra. Miss Phaedra. And apparently this lady is saying that Miss Phaedra tried to sleep with her husband, that Miss Phaedra is rotten as hell, and something about real estate fraud. I don't know, y'all. I will try to get the rest of that, you know, in full, but it's alleged. Let's allegedly. Okay? I'll let y'all know. You know. Y'all know I will probably share it on the Much Love page. Anywho, moving on along, let's move to Married with the Medicine. Okay. So yeah. Y'all know what? Cause when I was watching this shit, I was mad as hell, y'all. I started to come on with that blonde piece of hair on and just let have. What is her name? The white chick that's on there, I don't know her name, and that's just what I want to call her. The Queen fucking Elizabeth, I don't know what that bitch's name is, but I'm sick of this bitch acting like she's above and better than every motherfucking body else, and then, whoo, bitch, let's have it. Let's have it. First of all, bitch, this is what I want to give to you. Because I feel the need to do this. Bitch, since when do you motherfucking put your lipstick all the way up here, bitch? Like, I don't know. Like, you are putting your lipstick on and, y'all, hold on. I'll tell y'all how that bitch looks. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait. Okay. This how this bitch was. I can't have they will never come to my house again. And I'm more than hard as a fact. And she comes from nothing to so, oh my God, I'm so appalled. And then, bitch, at one point you said that you would normally want to eat something. Give me a like on a damn salad plate. Here, like that for me. On a salad plate or whatever. Or something you said, bitch, you at another motherfucker's house. And I feel as though I really need to bring this shit up a little bit further. Let's see, not that side. Wait a minute. Because it's... Okay, girl. Oh my God, I can't believe. Imagine it was me. I was the only one that was hurt in the whole situation. Bitch, come on, bitch. Like, let's don't do it. Okay. Let's don't do it, boo-boo. Let's don't do it. So anyway, let's get into this. So basically, y'all know the whole key is this. Is that there was a fight between Miss Mariah and Tacky motherfucking Toya. Okay? That's how it went. And so they fought, and little dude first of all, Tacky asked Toya, bitch, you know why they mad. And you went over there trying it with her, and you talking about she touched your hair. And like I said last time, dirty bitch, you know you touched her hair first. Let's just, okay? You touched her shit first. Yeah, like, yeah. And, bitch, you sitting up acting like you the motherfucking victim, talking to your motherfucking husband, talking about you know, you don't know why, you know, she did that, and, you know, like she's such an alley cat and this and that and other, and I would never want to embarrass you in front of your peers. Bitch, you a late ass hoe. Here's the whole thing with you, bitch. You are jealous of Mariah, bitch. I don't care if you do go out and find you some ground in which to make a house on tacky ass Toya, bitch. You will still never live on that motherfucking acre and a half or 2 or 3 acres that Miss Mariah is living on, bitch. You just jealous of her. And bitch, you did come for her child. And what you did was foul. And really, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all. And now let me move on forward and say this. And Miss Honey Cabbage with all her lipstick all the way, I heard you as funky a bitch as they motherfucking come. And I will say this to you, tacky ass Toya bitch. She comes for you on a regular bitch. She feels you beneath her. Now I need somebody to clear me up and tell me who that bitch was that was in there talking to Miss that bitch. I need somebody to tell me who that bitch was. Because she was just co-signing. Bitch, was you just trying to be in a scene? I'm just saying. Girl, you didn't even know the real tea. Now, I will say this. Both of the ladies were wrong for fighting in Queen Elizabeth's house. You know, in a motherfucking old Hollywood scene with a bunch of bitches in the wrong shit any motherfucking way. I'm saying y'all was wrong for that. But, like, who are you, bitch? You cheerleading and shit. What are you doing? With that being said, while you was going back and forth, you was lightweight saying things about Toya, and you know, in the whole bit, and nobody's gonna come to your house, and Miss Toya's been writing you or whatever, trying to get you to, what was it? Get you to talk to you so she can apologize or whatever, bitch. Okay, that's fine. And then you want to and sent a PayPal invoice, and you wanted her to give you money for some broken glasses. I ain't even gonna get into that, but bitch, you tried it. You tried it. You tried that. I can't with you. Mm-mm. And y'all, this is from Poodle Assassin Burger. Anywho, so You send the invoice with your tacky motherfucking ass, and you tacky too. And then y'all still have to go back to her husband saying that her life's over. He's gonna divorce her and this and that and other. Like he's the one who brought her up from, yeah, well, she came from where she came from. And bitch, you will never continue to address that. Now, bitch, when somebody address your motherfucking past and your vomit bulimic ass, no shade, but yeah, that's shade towards you, bitch, nobody else. Bitch, since you addressing people's past, let's address that. You got all upset when Miss Quad came for you on that shit, and Miss Quad, you did know about that shit. Now, I'm just going to say. But now you want to keep on bringing up Mariah's past, and she came from nothing, and this and that and other, and blase, and then your husband say, well, her life is ruined. Bitch, your motherfucking life is ruined. Married to that motherfucking stick statue ass Queen Victoria ass bitch. No shade to the queen. I'm sick of her, y'all. And then let me go back to Miss tacky ass Toya, bitch. You sat in there and was like, we want something different. I didn't have my children out of wedlock, bitch. That's exactly what started the motherfucking fight, bitch. Your motherfucking bitterness and your angriness towards Mariah. You was a wrong, dirty bitch. Okay? And you are out saying tacky ass shit. Who I think should have laid hands on you and I wish would have laid hands on that ass was quiet, because Miss Mariah, honey, you apparently can't fight. Anyway. Okay. And she burns up the little white outfit, and the husband's getting in on it, and this and that and other. Sit your ass down, because this bitch about to have you a motherfucking hop anyway, trying to live according to the way Mariah is living. Say what you want to say, tacky ass Toya. Bitch, you ain't living like that. You something like that, bitch. You around 3 or 4 blocks from that bitch. Okay. Now, let me address the 2 doctors. And y'all know I live for them. Because I'm so proud of them and just seeing them, you know, just black women doing the thing. I am proud of them. But I will say this. Yes, Miss Mariah is, and girl, Mariah, for a minute, let me tell you, please stop trying to be Tamar Jackson Braxton. That whole she shit, you and Quad need to stop that she shit. That shit is ugly. Please stop that shit. If you're going to model yourself behind somebody, pick a better bitch than that. Now, I'm sorry, she and I, you know, she can sing, and I give her that. But, child, talking about yourself in the third person, I'm just not here for it. But, anywho, so, what was I saying? Because I just got all off whack. Tamar Jackson Braxton came in, and I just got all off whack. What the hell? Anywho, so, okay. Now, let me go back. Oh, I was going to say Quad. Was it Quad? No, it wasn't Mariah. At any rate, what I'm talking about is this whole shit with them and how this shit's going on between Tacky, Toya, and this and that and other. And I think I did say I wish Quad would have laid hands on Toya's motherfucking ass. And in some ways I do. In some ways I do. Now, Miss Quad, I do want to address you, because at one point you was like, you know, I don't know if it's going to be on the next one. You was kind of like, well, where are we going to go from here and how y'all going to make it from here? Just don't. Okay, let's pay that. I know what I was talking about, the 2 doctors. Now, y'all automatically want to throw shade directly at Mariah. There's no way in the world that Miss Toya could be wrong. Now, y'all let her come to whoever house that was, and the lady cooked for you and this and that and other, which I thought it was shady as hell, but I was glad that the one doctor was like, you are not going to sit here like you don't have no part in this, and you do. But yet, y'all don't know the whole spiel. This bitch was talking about this woman, Michelle, who, you know, doesn't know that that's not her dad. Which I think, I don't care what nobody said was wrong. Now, do I agree with the fact that they shouldn't have been fighting in front of their husbands' periods and things with their jobs and this and that and other? I agree with that. But with that being said, I'm about to just go in on this. I don't see them any better wives than women who are not married to doctors. We will not put them on a motherfucking pedestal because their husbands are doctors. Because there's plenty of women who are married to good men. You get what I mean? Plenty of wives doing the same exact thing. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to act like they should be acting so much bigger than us. Let's just say this, as women, We shouldn't be so quick to be trying to brawl and this and that and other. No, we shouldn't. But I will say this. When it comes to my motherfucking children, you can get it. You can get it. Now, the difference is, Miss Mariah, is that I would have seen her later. I would have seen her later. And your mama was kind of all out the frame. But this bitch don't know that they know that she just said all of this shit. And again, like I said, the sister was wrong on that. She could have waited until this shit was over. The whole party or whatever. But anywho, so they in there and they talking and, can y'all ever pull it together and this and that. Another, and one doctor was like, well, I can try to talk to her and see. And yes, you talked to Mariah, and said what you said. What would ever make you want to put your hands on another woman and this and that? Another bitch, as well as I know, doctor. And when I say, a lot of people be like, girl, you say bitch too much. Okay. As well as I know that it's sometimes some things will make you get out the frame. I don't care what nobody say. Now, maybe I ain't rap tight, and I will be the first one to admit that it's some shit I can't deal with. And what she said about that child and the fact that she's talking about it, and the bitch alluded to that shit yet again. She's just a dirty bitch, tacky ass motherfucking Toya bitch. That's why your ass ain't gonna never motherfucking flourish. And I heard tell that motherfucking house never really came to fruition, but that might be hearsay. It might be because she's so motherfucking ornery. But we gonna move on along. Okay. Yeah, we had 36 minutes. Okay. So then after they have that whole talk, and Miss Queen Elizabeth, that's when she's there and talks about the salad fork and all of this and that and other, not salad fork, the salad plate, and how she would never. And then I can't understand the two doctors and the other black women that was in the room. One of them did say bow down and everything. Bitch, I wouldn't bow down to a motherfucking thing. What I would tell you bitches is to stop putting your motherfucking lipstick on, all the way up here, bitch. That motherfucking crooked ass lip, bitch. You might want to pull back on that motherfucking fixer flat you're putting in them lips of yours. For real. Anywho, she's like, she got to bow down, this and that and other. I don't want to be around her. And then she was like, told her girl, why don't you call the police, when she met up with her and said that, people won't come to her house. And this girl, your function was terrible. If that wouldn't have went on, it was boring as hell, and it was terrible. It was. Anywho, moving on along. What else came up in this one? I'm trying to think. That was pretty much the gist of what I wanted to talk to about that shit. I hope they can work this shit out. What I will say to you, Miss Mariah, when you come into this doggy party, that girl, you went in there kind of shade tree wrong. You should have just went in there and just went to the little party and this and that and other and paid it. Yes, she was around her, whatever, and let it go. Now, me personally, I would have been there to support Quad, and I would have just kept it at a low minimum. But the whole thing, I'ma sue her and this and that and other, all that back and forth shit, like, girl, stop. And let me go ahead and address the fact, Miss Quad, let me tell you something. You sat in there and you said, honey, these drawers is not for me. This is older drawers. She went in there to get something to lift her up, girl. You're not going to be that firm forever. But I will say, just work on it and hold it together, keep working out. But it's not going to be that way forever. And to throw the little old lady sister shade, like, girl, stop. I just want you to stop on that. You all right with me, but I didn't like it. Anywho, and another thing, Miss Mariah, she talks to her husband. He's really frustrated with her and all of that. And she goes and works her magic. Now, she did what she had to do. And I don't feel like her husband was going to leave her. He was right there, right or down with her, but he was, angry and upset at the fact that she let it go that far or whatever. She's more or less like, I'm mad because I didn't whoop that bitch some more. Which I can't say that I ain't mad either that you didn't, because I really wanted you to. Anywho, and he's kind of like, now he has to deal with this backwash of a fight. He has to go there and work, and I feel like it's going to be some shade between the two doctors or whatever. But do I feel like he's going to leave you? Hell no, honey. He's not going nowhere. I don't think he's going nowhere, but I could be wrong. I'm not living with you, but I do think he was right to express to you his feelings or whatever. And you know the tea, honey, because you pulled it back. You was Mariah, but you knew he's a little pissed, honey. And this is okay. I'm gonna have to go get some new motherfucking drawers and snatch his ass up and get these titties and together and whatever you had to do. Anywho, moving on along, and let me talk about you, Miss Quiet. Did y'all notice when Miss Quiet and her husband was out to eat? Did y'all see how red her eyes was, girl? Oh, girl, you was high boots, honey. You was high boots to me. I don't know if you wasn't, honey. Somebody just busted in your face. She was high boots. And apparently her husband wants to have a child, but she ain't quite ready because she got the little doggies and she wants to enjoy them being newlyweds. And I can't say I disagree with that, but y'all gonna have to find a friendly medium. And you don't always have as many days as you think you have, Miss Clark. So you might want to think about that, honey. Moving on along. So that's pretty much it for Married to Medicine, as far as what I want to talk about. Now, briefly, can I please address the queens of fashion? Listen, y'all, I'm okay. First of all, Dirk, I have to address you because, bitch, you look like anybody's motherfucking tablecloth or curtain in that motherfucker talking about it's Anne Klein. Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, Anne Klein's clothes is cut just about like Liz Claiborne's. It's not cut for our asses. And you might have been, or maybe you meant, Ann, did you say Ann Taylor? I said Ann Klein. Ann Taylor. Girl, you tried it. And you looked a fucking fool up her ass motherfucking usual. Now, I would say this on Miss Lawrence, Mother Lawrence, honey, baby, I like the jeans and this and that and other, and I guess you are fashion flexible and you do wear the shit out of red lips, but honey, I don't know that you are qualified to sit up there and be sitting next to Derek, first of all, while you critiquing fashion and all of that. If you didn't clean his ass before he came in that motherfucker looking a motherfucking fool. Like, I can't with him. But one thing I will say, as far as personality and all of that, I like Derek better than Mother Lawrence. You know what I mean? Like, honey, and let's just get it straight, honey. You are not the fucking queen of reading. As I stated earlier in this video, I would have you to get Miss King together and not having her out there flopping fans and twirling and shit and getting red boots and not have nothing to say. Like, I can't. And you stay coming for Phaedra, honey. While we judging and checking motherfuckers, I'm going to need you to check Derek's motherfucking ass looking a damn fool up her. And please don't get no titties. I can't. Now, if you are trying to give androgynous, bitch, you have not done it. One chop. I'm going to chop your ass because I'm over it. I've had it. Now, with that being said, y'all will say that I have seen Lawrence look extremely nice, and he does wear the fuck out of some red lipstick. He is the queen of Ruby Woo. Russian Red by MAC, or which one ever you want to, you'll probably come on and say, bitch, I don't wear nothing but Chanel or Yves Saint Laurent or any of that, or Givenchy or some shit like that, because you steady name dropping and this and that and other. You label whores kill me. I can't. And if you want to be a label whore, bitch, I would have you to come on and rock them labels properly, because a lot of times you putting them to motherfucking shame and looking a motherfucking fool. Now, Dirk, I'm going to need you to rethink everything that you got in your fucking wardrobe, bitch. I want you to go home and I want you to burn your closet. And I want you to have that woman who does fashion in New York to really get you together and I've had it. Now, I've had it. That's it. And I'm just basic on me sitting in Kentucky, this and that and other. And I'm just basic nobody, but to me, I'm so bad at whatever. But I'm not on there trying to critique and, yes, this was a miss, and yes, this was fabulous, and you looking a motherfucking fool. If you going to be critiquing motherfuckers' fashion, you damn sure better be up there dressed to the motherfucking nines. And I mean not missing it from head to motherfucking toe. Okay? Like, I can't. And let me just say this. to folks who want to wear shoes and always showing their shoes, you will never be fucking showing your shoes and what you have on your feet and dropping names and bitch, you got fucking foot cleavage. If your toes are hanging over the fucking front, if your motherfucking meat of your shit is hanging over the side of the shoe, bitch, that's foot cleavage. The fucking shoe didn't fit you. Now, just because your motherfucking money can afford you that motherfucking label in that shoe, bitch, don't mean it look good on you. If your motherfucking heels are scraping the back of the fucking concrete, bitch, and I can see your heel and you don't have a sling back on, it's fucking foot cleavage. And I have fucking had it. Thank you very motherfucking much. And I will end this video by saying that I think Miss Vivica Fox looks absolutely fabulous on the little lake show thing. And I just love the shade that she threw at Kenya's as she asked. There is no love lost between them. So, y'all, this is a long-ass fucking video. I'm out of here. Much love and all of that. Y'all already know if I left some shit out, be sure to put that shit in. Add it. Be sure to like, share, comment, whatever, however. I'm out of here, y'all. Much love.